This story titled, My Friend Used My Credit Card Without Permission, so I Took Legal Action and Ruined Her Shopping Spree. My name is Emily. I'm 26 years old, and I live in a small but cozy apartment in Seattle. I work hard for everything I have. I budget carefully, save when I can, and never spend money recklessly. So when I found out that my so-called friend had stolen from me, I was beyond furious. Her name was Natalie, and we had been friends for years. She was the kind of person who always had an extravagant lifestyle: designer bags, expensive shoes, and the latest gadgets. But here's the thing: she never seemed to have a job that could actually support all of it. Whenever I asked, she would just laugh and say, "Oh, I have my ways." I should have known then that her ways included stealing from people who actually worked for their money. It all started one weekend when Natalie came over for a movie night. We ordered takeout, gossiped about work, and for the first time in a while, I felt like we were reconnecting. I had been busy lately, and I knew she had been going through financial trouble, so I was happy to spend some time together. At one point, I got up to grab us some drinks, leaving my purse on the counter. I didn't think much of it at the time. I mean, she was my friend. Why would I have any reason to be suspicious? But looking back, that was the moment it happened. The next morning, I woke up, checked my phone, and immediately felt my stomach drop. I had fraud alerts from my bank. At first, I thought it was some kind of mistake, but as I scrolled through my transactions, my heart started pounding. There were hundreds of dollars charged to my card, things I never bought: designer clothes, expensive skincare, even a reservation at a five-star restaurant. I sat there, my mind racing. When? And then it hit me. Natalie. She was the only one who had access to my purse that night. The only person who could have taken my card. I tried to stay calm. Maybe there was some kind of explanation. Maybe it was an accident. But deep down, I knew the truth. I called her, my hands shaking. She answered on the second ring, sounding cheerful. "Hey girl, what's up?" I took a deep breath. "Natalie, did you take my credit card?" There was a long pause. Then she let out a nervous laugh. "What? Of course not. Why would you even think that?" I clenched my jaw. Because my bank just notified me about hundreds of dollars in purchases I never made. And the only person who had access to my wallet was you. She scoffed. "Emily, seriously? You think I'd steal from you? That's insane." But her voice wasn't convincing. I wasn't backing down. "Then tell me why my card was used to buy things I'd never even look at, and why, when I checked the store's pickup name, it was under yours." Silence, and then she hung up. That was it. That was all the proof I needed. I stared at my phone, my hands shaking with rage. She wasn't even going to try to explain herself. No apology, no excuse. Just a guilty conscience running away. I could have let it go. I could have chalked it up to a bad friend and taken the loss, but no. Natalie messed with the wrong person. I wasn't about to let Natalie get away with stealing from me. The second she hung up, I took action. First, I called my bank and reported the fraudulent charges. Luckily, since I caught them early, they were able to freeze my card and start the dispute process. But I wasn't stopping there. Next, I gathered proof. I went through every transaction, cross-referenced them with store receipts, and even screenshotted the pickup confirmations that showed Natalie's name. And the best part? Some of the stores had security footage of her physically picking up the stolen items. It was game over. I filed a police report and submitted all my evidence. I wasn't just going to get my money back, I was going to make sure Natalie paid for what she did. Days later, I got a call from the police. They had confronted Natalie, and she cracked immediately. She admitted to taking my card, using it for her shopping spree, and then trying to deny it when I confronted her. The best part? Some of her stolen purchases were still in their original bags, untouched. She hadn't even had time to use them before she got caught. She was charged with fraud and theft. And guess what? She had to pay me back every cent. But the real icing on the cake? Her parents found out. And considering she had been living with them rent-free while pretending to be financially independent, they kicked her out. She went from living the high life on stolen money to sleeping on a friend's couch. And me? I got my money back, my peace of mind restored, and most importantly, a lesson learned. Natalie was never my friend. A real friend wouldn't steal from you and then lie to your face about it. So what do you think? Would you have taken legal action or handled it differently? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more crazy stories.